Hi, this is JD. I'm the host from the show called Sports from the Real, where we keep it real. We talk about sports and anything else you want to talk about. We actually say the things that people want to hear on TV, but too afraid to actually talk about it regularly on TV now. Once again, join us from Sports from the Real, where we keep it real. Okay, welcome to another edition of Sports from the Grill, where we keep it real. I'm your host, JD, with my sidekick, my brother-in-law, Jay here. And what we want to do is do a week in review of the NFL Week 2. And guys, what we want to do is get right into it. Let's get to it. Bro, who do you think was the biggest winners and the biggest losers of Week 2 in the NFL?
Biggest winner, I'm going to have to say Kansas City. I don't think it's going to last the whole season, but they're 2-0. And right now they're, atop of the guys in their division. Biggest losers, obviously, Dallas. Nobody expected them to be 0-2. And Minnesota, again, nobody expected them to be 0-2.
In terms of what they predicted to be, in terms of getting to the Super Bowl.
Right.
I want to give a shout out to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nowhere in the hell I thought it was going to be 2-0. Is that possible with a second-year quarterback? I just do not believe that there. Also, give props to the Houston Texans, because they were on the crust of being good. But starting off 2-0, getting a crucial victory at Washington last week, there 30-27 when they were down 27-10, was actually remarkable by the Houston Texans. Now, my biggest loser, of course, once again, you guys know me, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. What the fuck is going on in Jerry world? I don't know there, but Jerry, let's get it together there. You got too much talent to be 0-2. And also, biggest loser, of course, Brett Favre. He's 147 years old now. Right. They had to drag him out of his bed in Mississippi to bring him back to the NFL. I don't really think his heart is in it this particular year. I really don't, bro.
I think he's wishing he would have stayed in Mississippi right about now. He could have been mending fences or something like that. He dang sure ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing up there in Minnesota.
Definitely not taking care of business. Now, on to the next subject about Week 2 in the NFL here. And this is near and dear to both our hearts here. What we want to discuss with you guys is this here. Quarterbacks in the NFL here. First question I have for my bro right is this here. I believe that Jeff Fisher shouldn't have took Vince Young out of the game with Pittsburgh Steelers and Tennessee Titans, because the game was still in doubt there, because the score was only 12-3. Even though Vince had thrown a lot of interceptions, I believe it's messing with his confidence there. What's your take on that, bro?
I don't agree with you. I think as quarterback, you are getting paid to play a game. If you ain't getting your job done, then you should be benched. You got other players on that roster. You should be benched. And give somebody else a chance. They need a spark to try to get that offense going. Pittsburgh was blowing them out. All the turnovers and stuff. I don't think that Fisher did anything wrong by benching Vince Young. If Vince Young wants to stop, crying and get out there, and he wants to be the starter day in and week out, then you need to go out there and prove it on the football field. When you get manhandled, true enough, Pittsburgh's still a defense, but you get manhandled like that, you deserve to ride pine for a little while.
Now, my take on it is this here. Jeff Fisher has never believed in Vince Young, and just to put it in perspective, I'm not going to claim that it was totally racially motivated, but I am going to say that, guy. Look at Vince Young has never
been. But he said that he's a starter. He said that he's still our starter. I'm looking to get something started.
But the bottom line is this here. Would Tom Brady be benched? Would Peyton Manning be benched?
Well, you got to look at those teams. There's no backup guys on those teams.
Okay.
Terry Collins has taken his team to the Super Bowl before. He has taken that team to the playoffs before. You got to give him a chance.
Okay, and on that note, there we're gonna continue this argument on that one there all year long in regards to that particular matter here. And on the final note is the particular matter here. Since we are in the lovely city of Jacksonville, I won't dish you hometown heroes. Damn y'all. Michael Vick is coming to town. Andy Reid flip-flopped on the starting quarterback. He said Kevin Kolb Tuesday, then he changed his mind and said Michael Vick Wednesday. This here. Which is more of a headache for Jacksonville this coming up Sunday, bro?
Well, I don't think that they care who's the more headache. I honestly believe that Jack Del Rio called Andy Reid and said, hey, look, we need to go ahead and sell about 2,000 tickets. Can you please start Michael Vick so we can get our seats full, so we can have our football game on for the fans here in Jacksonville? Other than that, you got to practice like you're playing both quarterbacks anyhow. Throughout the first game and the second game, both quarterbacks have been on the field, so you got to practice that you're playing both quarterbacks.
Now, my take on it is this here, bro. I think Jacksonville has a much better much better chance of winning the game if Kevin Carr was starting at quarterback, because Michael Vick is the most electric quarterback in the NFL. When they saw the docket wins and said Michael Vick was starting, I'm pretty sure Jack Del Rio said, what the fuck is going on, Andy Reid? Why would you do this here to me? Because I honestly believe, and it's an early prediction at this particular time here, Jacksonville has no damn shot of winning Sunday. Not once at all.
I disagree. They don't have this heat in Philly. I think it's going to be just hot enough for Jacksonville to equal out.
And guess what, guys? On that particular note here, we enjoyed this segment, weekend review of the NFL, the Sports from the Grill, where we keep it real here. And we'll see you soon there. All the ladies, we love you. All the men, stay strong. Keep watching us. Give your comments and your opinions about the show here. And let's get to it another time. Okay, audience, thanks for coming back to us this here on our second part of Sports from the Grill today. We've already did an NFL roundup there in terms of what we were talking about there, but we actually had a few more questions that I'm pretty sure our listening audience wants to know about there. First question that we have here. We know Braylon Edwards got a DUI at 5:15 Tuesday morning. We know that's the day the NFL players are off at this particular time here. Now, bro, if you were the coach of the Jets, unfortunately, the collective bargaining agreement won't let him be suspended. Would you play Braylon Edwards a little bit or a lot Sunday when they play the Miami Dolphins Sunday night?
I'd play him the whole game. I'd start him. If you're not going to start him, bench him that one play, but you got to play him. You're playing Miami, division rivals. You have to play him. You have to play him. Your other wide receivers out. You got to play him.
Now, on that note, there, let me ask you this question here. The Jets brought in a lot of questionable characters. Antonio Cromartie and Santonio Holmes, both of them had troubles with the substance abuse program, and now they got Braylon Edwards with this situation here. Should the Jets quit running a three-ring circus and try and get serious about getting to the Super Bowl, or you think they following the lead of their coach? Because last year, remember, he got a fine for $50,000 for flipping off the Miami Dolphin fans like that.
Well, you know, it is what it is. I think that the players are just young. You know, people do stupid stuff, okay, but you don't need to dwell on it for so long. Unfortunately, they're in the media all the time, so they're going to get bashed a little bit harder than most, you know. It's a DUI. Yeah, he made a mistake. He should have called a cab or something. He's in New York, for Pete's sake. You can get whatever the hell you want at any time of the day, you know. And why you decided to drive your own vehicle, that was foolish on your part. But I think...
Is the motherfucker too cheap?
Maybe. Maybe he got money tied up in the liquor investment that he's too cheap to freaking call a cab. I don't know.
Okay, now next question that we have for you, and I thought this was kind of funny to me, is this here, because Phil Jackson, we skipping a little bit to basketball, but we had to get this question in. Phil Jackson threw a dagger at the Miami Heat today by saying, in his own words, this here is that Miami Heat has a lot of talent, but can the talent match together there? I really think that Phil Jackson giving Miami a statement saying that bring the shit on to the Lakers because we're ready for you. Do you think Miami will be playing the Lakers in the NBA Finals this upcoming year?
No. The Lakers can say whatever they want because they're not even in the same conference, you know. Them being out west, and I know you're a fan of them, they can say whatever the hell they want. Miami's over here. They still got to face Boston. I don't think Miami's going to get past Boston. When they get those pieces to fill in that team, then yeah, a lot of talent don't get you nothing, really. Right now, they just got a bunch of names. They ain't played a game together except for when they was doing the thing for the Olympics and shit like that. So wait till they mesh together throughout the whole season, then we'll see how it goes.
And the last question on this note here for this segment wrap up, and we got to get back to the NFL, is this here. Albert Haynesworth and Mike Shanahan been having a running through all since Washington broke camp and got into camp and everything. He said he first benched him because he couldn't pass the conditioning test. Then he passed the conditioning test. Then he didn't start him for the first two games. Is Mike Shanahan trying to make a point to the whole team? Him and Albert Haynesworth going to ever see eye to eye this year?
Hey, Dan Snyder signs the checks, but that is Shanahan's team right now. Shanahan came on after Albert Haynesworth got signed. So the fact that he has all the money don't give you the fact to be lazy. You know, don't give you the right to show up overweight. You have a job to do. We went on about this in the first half of this show when we was talking about the quarterbacks. You got to do your job. And if Shanahan don't think that you're doing your job, bench him. You're 1-1 right now. You took the second game into overtime. So far, it ain't affected him too much. And I think that if it starts to affect the team, then he'll put him in on a more regular basis.
And on that note, Albert, all I can do is just suck up a few goddamn Coronas for me. Do what you got to do there. And this segment, and we love to hear from you guys here. Feedback is what we need from you. We actually need you to log on and see us at Sports from the Grill there. Until next time, peace out.